Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. So in this video I'll be showing you some Parkside electronic gadgets that are particularly good for DIY and woodworking, which I think you should look out for next time you're at Lidl supermarket. So first up we've got this torch. I've had this probably 4 years now. I did do a little review on this. I'll leave a link to that video in the description box if you're interested. But this has been a very good torch. It's rechargeable. It has a main light here, and then it also has a spot beam light. And I saw recently one in the supermarket very similar to this. They've revised the design a little bit, but it's pretty much the same. And it's got a thing that comes out here so you can have it upright, and it has this hook on the back so you can hang it up. It's even got a magnet so you can stick it to metal things. There's a little flap here where you can recharge it with a USB-C cable. I've been recharging this and using it for the last 4 years, going out at night on walks, and it's been fantastic. So next up we have this Parkside laser distance measurer. Great little device. I've used this quite a lot. It's much better than using a conventional tape measure. Not in every instance, but usually it's better, especially internally if you're measuring up a room, that sort of thing, to get quick, accurate measurements. It's got built-in little spirit levels, which I've never used, but I suppose you could use them if you wanted to put up a little electric box or something like that. But really good. There's different versions of this that they've made, but they're all basically the same. This one has a sort of blue screen that lights up. So you take a measurement, for example, from the desk to the top of the shed. It will measure it, and it's 1.295 meters from the top of my desk up to the roof. And then you can take another measurement again. Next measurement, for example, from here to the window, and it will keep that, and then you can go and do another measurement over here, and then you can look back at all the measurements that you've taken. And mine even came with this handy carry case as well, which is good. This is a Parkside digital angle gauge or bevel gauge. So great for checking angles and setting them. Comes in a plastic case. Here it is next to a traditional bevel gauge, so it's the digital version of this basically, but the difference is that this one actually tells you exactly what the angle is. You can lock it in position here. It's got a lock, and as you open it, it automatically turns on, and it will tell you what the degree is. So that's 19 degrees going up to 25 degrees. You can zero it, and then you can take extra measurements that way. When it's at the degree you want, let's say 45 degrees, there, you can then lock it. And then take that over to what you're working on. So quite a simple but useful little digital tool. This is a Parkside digital angle box. Great if you've got tools in the workshop that you want to keep accurate, such as a table saw or a miter saw, and it allows you to find the angle on the bed of the tool, say the table of the table saw. You can set that to 0, and then you can magnetically stick this onto the blade itself, and as you move the blade it will give you the reading of the angle that you're at. You can see I'm at 45 here roughly. Once you've got it set with reference to the bed of the tool, you can then get it locked in position, nice and accurate. Just a more accurate way of doing it manually. And as you can see, it's very sensitive, so you can dial it in and get a really nice accurate 45 degree, for example, if you're doing some picture frames or something like that. Get it spot on. This is a Parkside laser level, so good if you're putting up picture frames or you want a reference line on a wall, a nice level line so you don't have to hold up a spirit level. It's basically a box with a laser in it that's on like a pendulum that finds the level position. This lock here, if you unlock it, the pendulum inside will then become mobile. You can see it moving there, and it will find level and then display that onto a wall. This came with a tripod, but I don't use it. I use my own tripod. Very useful. You can use this for vertical and horizontal lines, as you can see there. And the light on the top will go green when you've got it level. When it goes out of level or out of the range that it can find level, it will flash red. I've also got a review video on this. I'll leave a link to that video in the description box. This is a Parkside infrared thermometer. Great to find out the surface temperature of something. So I use this around my house to check different temperatures. Again, I've got a full review video on this device, so I'll leave a link to that in the description box. But it's great, you can move it slowly and the reading will change, and then you can reference it against other surface readings. So for example, you could check around a loft hatch to see if around the hatch it's cooler than it is on the rest of the ceiling, just to spot where you need to add more insulation, for example. I don't know how accurate it is, but I don't really use it for its accuracy. I use it as a reference tool to reference one value against the other, just to roughly work out if something is off, if something's too hot compared to something else, or if it's too cold compared to something else. Again, a really useful little tool to have. So let's just test it on my cup of tea here. It's gone a bit cold, but it should still have some heat in there. Oh yeah, so you've got like 30 something degrees, and then when you go away from that you can see how the temperature's dropping. Over by the window there, 9.7, back to the drink, and it's jumped back up to like 20 or 30, 35. Okay, so that's about it then for this video. So there you have it, some useful electronic gadgets that you can pick up at Lidl supermarket next time you're there. If you did find this video useful, please remember to like and also consider subscribing for more DIY related videos. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.